What's up everyone, and welcome to the channel that takes you through the fall with our Beginners of HHN Series, where we give you guys our best tips and tricks for planning and attending your first ever Halloween Horror Nights event.
In episode 2, we're going to be breaking down the top 3 mistakes that you could be making when planning your trip to HHN. These mistakes will make or break your time at the event, so trust us, you're gonna wanna hear these and get something to take notes with.
Year after year, we see the same mistakes being made constantly by people when planning their trips to Halloween Horror Nights. However, in today's video, we're breaking down the top 3 of importance that we personally see.
Now we're going to be going in order from least important to that very most important mistake that you do not want to make. But of course, all 3 of these mistakes are things that you want to avoid while planning your trip. So let's get into number 3, which is buying your ticket at the event gates. Making this mistake could really cost you both time and money, so we definitely recommend buying your tickets in advance and online.
Yeah, so the time perspective of it, imagine obviously waiting till you have to be at the event and then to purchase the tickets. It's not gonna be a short line, guys. There's a lot of people that usually go to like the ticket roll call and all that, and especially trying to pick up their tickets or trying to purchase tickets or add-ons and stuff. You don't wanna be wasting your time for the event while already being there to buy your tickets. Like, you should have that already set in stone, ready to go. Now, the aspect for the money side that Steph brought up is the fact that they cost more at the event. Like, you wanna buy this early in advance and online.
Yes, and it can be a big difference, and that's money that you could be spending both on food or on express passes. So you definitely want to save money in this aspect.
And moving on to the second biggest mistake that we consistently see every single year happen, which is people not giving themselves enough time at the event.
Yes, and maybe in past years you would be able to go on a Wednesday or a Sunday and not have Express Pass, not have RAP Tour, and be able to get everything done. But with the crowds the last few years, it's almost impossible to get everything done in one night unless you have something like an RAP Tour or an Express Pass. So if you know that you are not budgeting for an RAP Tour or an Express Pass, we definitely recommend planning more than one night. We recommend planning more than one night regardless, but don't expect that you can go in and do everything in one night, even if you are going on one of the slower nights like a Wednesday or a Sunday.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was gonna bring up is we constantly tell people try to go as many days as you can so you're not always in a rush to try to do everything in a solo day. However, though, we understand that, financial reasons, if you can only make one day happen, then so be it. But make sure that when you do go to the event, you try to get there early, get everything you can done, look for those in and outs, look for the lower wait times and stuff. And it's very important because we don't want people wasting their time, because we truly want people to enjoy themselves at the event. But with that being said about not giving yourself enough time, that actually leads us into our number 1 mistake.
Now guys, this is the number 1 mistake that we consistently see people make that does end up making or breaking their event, and that is going to be going in without a game plan.
Yeah, we cannot emphasize this enough. You have to have a game plan. Now, I understand trying to be spontaneous and just going with the flow. It could work sometimes. However, when you get to the event, especially if it's your first time ever, it does kind of get overwhelming. There's a lot of things going on. You have 10 haunted houses to experience. You have 5 scare zones. You have multiple rides open. You have shows. You have different foods and themes to get involved in. You don't want to be walking in there going like, oh man, like what do you want to head to first? You need to have that game plan in a sense of where you're going to be wanting to go first. What does your group want to do? Have an idea. Do your research ahead of time.
Yes, and there is a lot to research. So you want to make sure that you're knowing exactly which tickets you're going to be getting. If you're doing stay and scream, if you're going to be staying late, if you're getting Express Pass, and then factor that all into your game plan for the night of which houses you want to hit up, which shows, and what time you're going to be doing all of that.
So there you guys go. Those are the 3 biggest mistakes that we consistently see made year after year when people plan their first ever trip to Halloween. Horror Nights. Now, in an upcoming episode that we have here on the series of Beginners of HHN, we're going to be giving you guys our best 3 hacks when it comes to planning your trip so you can save some time and some money.
So be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified when we do post those upcoming videos in our Beginners of HHN series. And if you are planning your very first trip to HHN, make sure to comment down below if you have any questions, and we may be able to feature your question in an upcoming video.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode, guys, and until the next one, we can't wait to see you guys there, and like always, we'll catch you guys in the fog. Peace out, everybody.
Bye.